YouTube? Mike from Foundation BMX in the UK, and it's Friday, so it's week 4 of the Pengest Parts, and today we're going to be looking at the recent Shadow delivery we've had. Now, the Shadow Conspiracy is a brand out of Florida in the USA, run by Sparkies, and the main man over there is Ronnie B. Shout out to Ron Bonner, check him out on Instagram, top guy. We've had a load of new bits, as you can see, and basically we'll take a look at them right now. New item for the spring delivery is the Shadow Sabotage Guard Sprocket. Now, the Shadow Sabotage Guard Sprocket features a nylon guard which is replaceable as it wears down. These sprockets you might have seen before, the E-Clat AK sprocket. It's a very similar design with a nylon removable guard. The good thing about the Shadow one though is it's less money. Recommended retail price $39.99, and it's available in black, 25 tooth, and raw silver, 25 tooth. And the other good thing about these guard sprockets is when you wear the guard down and you need to replace it, you can get a replacement guard for $7.99, and that's half the price of the E-Clat one. So big plus for me there. If you're after a guard sprocket and you're looking to upgrade and you want one with a nylon guard, definitely check out the Sabotage sprocket. While we're on the subject of sprockets, we do have here a Shadow Serpent sprocket. Now, these are essentially budget items from Shadow, $33.99 you're looking at for the Serpent, and they also do the LaShawn Kobza sprocket here as well, which is $34.99. Great value for money sprocket, and this one, like I say, is the LaShawn Kobza one, which is called the Cobra sprocket. Got that back in black 25. We've also had in, again, the Shadow Inceptive V2 forks. Now, the Shadow Inceptive V2 forks are an Invest cast fork from Shadow, and the Invest cast part of it is basically the way that they put the dropouts onto the fork legs. You can see that you can't really see any welds or anything like that, so that's what the Invest cast part of it is. They're matte black. They feature the Inceptive top cap, which we've got back in stock now as well, so if you've been looking for one of those for a while, we've got those back in. The Inceptive V2 forks feature a 26mm offset, so again, really good if you're into all disciplines of riding, but specifically they're just a little bit shorter than your average, which means, again, getting over the front end, any front wheel tricks, going to be slightly easier to get into with the Inceptive V2s. So really good forks from Shadow, and they are $139.99. Next to those, we've got the Trey Jones Killer Cranks. These have been out for a while, especially in the shorter sizes. We did touch on this the other week briefly, but we are finding a lot more riders, because frames are getting shorter on the rear, are looking for a slightly shorter crank arm. These are 165mm. We've got 170 and 175 available to us as well, but they're a 22mm axle crank, high-end crank, recommended retail price $169.99, but they're available again in black in all crank arm lengths. If you're after a set of cranks, it's probably a wise idea while you're swapping them out to change your BB. So if you want to get a Shadow BB, we've got those back in stock as well. This is the Shadow stacked mid BB, and we've got those back in 19 and 22mm. As we keep moving across, we've had a top up on the interlock chains from Shadow. So, biggest selling half-link chain we do. And we've got the black and the silver back in. As with a lot of things these days, they've gone up a little bit now, so they're now $34.99 recommended retail price, but still our biggest selling half-link chain by a country mile, and really strong, really durable. We've got here the Ravager PC pedals from Shadow. These are $18.99, micro-knurled surface, and they feature 10 moulded pins on either side. Popular item for us, and good to have those back in stock. We've got over here the Mark Burnett signature Odin stem. Now this item was real popular, and this colour is new for this drop, and it's called Arsenic. The Odin stem, it features a forged construction, so it's a little bit cheaper, £42.50, which is great value for money. The Mark Burnett stem features a slightly shorter reach, it's 48mm, but basically it's got a real tall feel to it. And we've also got it back in stock again in black. And this is a really popular item. Mark Burnett, pretty sick guy. So £42.50 you can get a Shadow Odin stem. In front of that we've got the Tula. Now the Tula is the Leishon Kobza signature stem. Now basically this one is a CNC stem, so it is the real deal CNC machine from a block of alloy. A little bit more expensive, $59.99, but to be honest, the finish on this is really good. You know, you can see when you look at it, and it's got the shadow etched down the side as well. It's really high quality, worth every penny. And this one features a slightly longer reach. This one is 52mm reach. So it's a slightly longer stem. That's what the reach on a stem is. It's the distance from the center of your forks to where your bars sit. And so that is a 52mm reach. What else have we had back in? We've got here the Simone Baracco Gypsy grips. These were sold out specifically in black, so we've got all colours back in. We've got the tie-dye red, gum tie-dye, the new clear tie-dye, and of course the black ones back in. Simone Baracco signature grips called the Gypsy grips. These are really long. I think they're 168mm long, so again the slightly longer grip is more preferable these days, we're finding, with our client base. And so really good grips from a really good rider, and those are $9.99. We've also got, while we're on the topic of the man, his new S5 pivotal seat. This is the Penumbra S5 pivotal from Shadow and Simone. Nice, simple design this time, all black with embroidered logo on the back and the bumper, and it comes in pivotal only in black and this pretty cool grey colour. Really into the grey one, and you can pick these up for $35.99. So Simone Baracco S5 pivotal seat, really cool. Now something which is a new item to us that we've not had before is the new Shadow hubs. So just before Christmas they dropped a whole new line of wheels, hubs, rims, and Shadow have always been really renowned for those items, so to have like a full overhaul and a full remake on them is pretty cool. First of all, we've got the front hub here. In its day we sold loads of the Raptor front hubs, and I've just dropped a hub guard. The symbol front hubs is the new one here, and it's got a really cool look to it. I really like the look of this front hub. A lot of machine work on the shell, which is really cool, and it comes with hub guards. So this is the sort of way that Shadow have done it now, is the older hubs you had to get the guards separately. For the new ones you get them with it. So with the front hub, symbol front hub, which is $69.99 in black, and it comes with 2 nylon guards. Really cool. Now we've got here somewhere as well the rear hub, and the rear hub again comes with a guard as standard, but only on the non-drive side. So you've got just here the Shadow symbol rear hub. It's available in left hand and right hand drive, so specific depending on what your needs are, and it comes in a 9-tooth driver with a male axle and a nylon guard for the non-drive side. So pretty cool to have some new hubs in from Shadow. Like I say, in the past the Rant hub and the Raptor hubs, mad popular. Pretty stoked to have these back in. While we're on the subject of wheels, we've got a couple of them here to show you. So this is the new optimised free coaster wheel, and this is the symbol front hub that we just looked at as well, built up on the new Shadow truss rims. say, they've had a complete overhaul at Shadow on the hubs and rims, so everything brand new for 2017. The truss rims, optimised free coaster. Both wheels come with guards. The free coaster wheel comes with a non-drive side nylon guard as standard, and the optimised free coaster wheel is $239.99, which is, I think, really good considering the hub on its own is like £170, so that's a really good deal on the wheel. The rim, the truss rim, is a welded construction rim, so it's no cheap budget wheel, built to take a bit of a pounding. Really good wheel set. So while we're over here, what else have we got? Hub guards. This is the slide or die universal guard from Shadow. This is the last one we've got now, and I think this item is going to be discontinued because now the new hubs have got like integrated guards. They're going to be selling replacements for those mainly, but we've got a slide or die guard here which has got like a chromoly core, and it just slides over the non-drive side. It's a universal fit and it has a replaceable outer nylon guard. Why would you be running a hub guard? Because you run pegs, of course, and this is the Shadow slide or die plastic peg, the signature Scott Ditchburn peg, and these have got a really unique, I don't know if you can see that, but they've got a really unique way that they fit the inner core of the peg into the sleeve. And what it means is when you're actually wearing your sleeve down, you can evenly rotate it round and change where the nylon sleeve sits, so you can get an even wear, and it just basically prolongs the life of your peg. The slide or die pegs are $19.99. Really good pegs, really into them. Shout out to Scott Ditchburn. Shadow's still rocking it with the steel pegs as well. Steel is real, and one of the most popular metal pegs that we've done at the shop over the years has been the Shadow Little Ones pegs. Now, the newer versions of these pegs are available in a slightly longer version, so the originals were 4-inch. You can now get this one, which is 4.33, so slightly longer metal peg. Really good. Slight price increase now to $14.99, but I still recommend these pegs as metal pegs. Really lightweight, chromoly, steel, can't go wrong. We also have, if you choose to run the Little Ones pegs and you want to give plastic a go, we also sell the Shadow sleeves which go over those. Now these are $5.99 if you want to give plastics a go but you're not 100% sure, or you want steel pegs but you want the option of running plastic. Definitely take a look at these, because for $5.99 they fit over the Shadow Little Ones pegs, and they haven't got one just yet for the 4.3, but I've no doubt it's in the works. So these ones will fit the traditional Little Ones pegs, no doubt with a newer one coming out later in the year. Tyres. Now this is the Shadow Strada Nuova LP tyre. And what does that mean? Well, the LP stands for low pressure, and truth is, I find that even though most tyres are regulated up to like 100 psi, 110 psi, whatever these days, do you actually run that? Now if you do, you need to stick with whatever tyre you're using, but if you're not, then you're probably paying for something that you don't actually use, and that's the truth. So the Strada Nuova is available in a high pressure tyre, but they've also got now this one, which is the LP, which stands for low pressure. It can only take 60 psi. However, if that's what you run in your tyres anyway, then you can make a saving, because these tyres are only $23.99, whereas the high pressure ones are $29.99. So when these came out, we jumped on these. They did real good, and it's just because, like I say, if you're not using the tyre you've got to its maximum psi, then in essence you're paying for something you're not using. So a really good idea. This comes in a 2.3 width, and it features the exact same tread pattern that they've used on the Strada for a little while now. And like I say, 2.3 width, in black, $23.99. Bargain. Now, we've got here a load of the Shadow protective gear. The helmets do really well for us. They're $39.99, and we've got the matte black one just here. This was sold out, come back in again, real popular item. $39.99, comes in two sizes, a small and medium with different pads so you can fit whichever suits, and a large and extra large. All colours back in, but especially the matte black, which has been sold out for a little while. Say you're getting on a bit, or you're thinking, I need to start wearing pads, but I don't want something that's crazy bulky and going to feel like it's restricting my leg or restricting my arm, then you definitely need to take a look at the Invisalite series from Shadow. So the Shadow Invisalite pads come in various different options. You've got the knees, which are just here, and literally, as you can see, they've got like a foam part over the kneecap, and they just slide on like socks. They give a medium level protection, if you like. However, they do not restrict your leg in the slightest, and you can get those for a recommended retail price of $39.99. The shin pads are just here, and these are made of exactly the same foam material, dead malleable, dead easy to slide on, and the shin pads are $42.50. And then the last of the Invisors, which is the ankle, which is my personal favourite. We've all experienced crank bite on a BMX before. Not nice. With these, they save the day. And literally, they just slide on over your socks, and they've got a foam protective area that covers the ball of your ankle. Top note, $26.99. Finally, we've got the Super Slims. Now, the Super Slim pads from Shadow are a traditional style pad, so they've got the plastic cap over the knee to a bit of added protection, and these are going to be like the maximum level of protection you're going to get. These are $34.99, come in loads of different sizes, and they do them for knee, shin and elbow as well. And these are your more traditional pads that Shadow offer. So that pretty much rounds up everything. There's just a few other bits and pieces I'm going to show you while we've got you on, and that's a few Shadow soft goods. We've got over here a couple of the Shadow Peaks. Here is one of them just here. Shadow, really good on the soft goods front. Another nice piece just there. And we've got somewhere over here the feather back print tee. Again, really nice, and all available for you to check out on the website. So that rounds up week 4. This is Shadow. Next week we've got Sabrosa, so be sure to tune in and check that out. Like, comment on the video, subscribe to the channel, and check us out next week. Much love. Bye.